Hello, this is Group 39. My teammate Si Wang and I, Zhan Panu, will be presenting Indoor Environment Quality Credit for Indoor Air Quality Assessment. This credit applies to new construction and shell, schools, retail, data centers, warehouse and distribution center, hospitality, and healthcare. All these projects will receive 1 to 2 credit in this category. The intent of this category is to establish better quality indoor air in the building after construction and during occupancy. The reasons behind the intent are many building materials contain substances that are hazardous to human health, and construction activity can introduce contaminant into the indoor environment. Also, harmful substances include formaldehyde and volatile organic compounds, which is VOC, from building materials, dust, ozone, and fine particulate matter generated by construction activity, diesel engines, or unfiltered outdoor air can also be harmful. At last, reducing indoor air contaminants has significant human health benefits and typically improves occupants' comfort, lower absenteeism, and increased productivity. For the requirement of this credit, you can select one of the following 2 options after construction ends and the building has been completely cleaned. Please be aware, 2 options cannot be combined. For the option 1 flush out, you will get 1 point. For the option 2 air testing, you will get 2 points. For the option 1 flush out, there are 2 paths to conduct option 1. For the path 1, which is before the occupancy, install new filtration media and perform a flush out by supplying a total air volume of 14,000 cubic feet of outdoor air per square foot of gross floor area while maintaining an internal temperature of at least 60 degrees Fahrenheit and no higher than 80 degrees Fahrenheit and relative humidity no higher than 60%. For the path 2, which is during occupancy, if occupancy is desired before the flush out is complete, the space may be occupied only after delivery of a minimum of 3,500 cubic feet of outdoor air per square foot of gross floor area while maintaining an internal temperature of at least 60 degrees Fahrenheit and no higher than 80 degrees Fahrenheit and relative humidity no higher than 60%. Once the space is occupied, it must be ventilated at a minimum rate of 0.3 cubic foot per minute per square foot of outdoor air, or the desired minimum outdoor air rate determined in the IEQ prerequisite minimum indoor air quality performance, whichever is greater. During each day of the flush out period, ventilation must begin at least 3 hours before occupancy and continue during occupancy. These conditions must be maintained until a total of 14,000 cubic feet per square foot of outdoor air has been delivered to the space. For the step guidance of option 1, first step, select which path you will be pursuing. Second is to calculate the required volume. If you are pursuing the path 1, please refer to the equation 1, flush out outdoor air volume. Use area times 14,000 cubic feet per minute, then you will get the cubic feet of outdoor air needed prior to occupancy. If you are pursuing path 2, please refer to equation 2, flush out outdoor air volume before occupancy, and equation 3, flush out outdoor air volume during occupancy. For the equation 2, use the area times 3,500 cubic feet per minute of outdoor air. You will get cubic feet of outdoor air needed prior to occupancy. For equation 3, use area times 10,500 cubic feet per minute. Then you will get cubic feet of outdoor air needed during occupancy to complete flush out. The calculation for metric unit are also included in these equations. Please feel free to pause video to look at them. For step 3, determine duration of flush out. please refer to equation 4, flush out duration. Use area times 14,000 cubic feet per minute divided by air handler capacity divided by 1440 minutes per day. Then you will get the duration for the flush out. Also noted, supplemental unit may be used if shorter duration is desired or HVAC system is unable to provide at least 0.3 cubic feet per minute per square foot. Also, if partial construction work happens during the flush out must be restarted. Last, the team may flush out the areas served by an independent system of building during the construction if multiple HVAC systems operate independently. At the end, replace all installed filters. Replace the used HVAC filtration media with new media. Remove any temporary filters or duct coverings.
The option 2 is air testing, which uses current versions of SDM standard methods, EPA compendium methods, or ISO methods to conduct baseline IEQ testing as listed in Table 1 for all occupied spaces. Laboratories that conduct the test for chemical analysis for formaldehyde and volatile organic components must be accredited under ISO or IEC for the test method they use. Retail project may conduct the testing within 14 days for occupancy. There are many 4 steps for option 2. The first is assess option to develop a plan for the preferred option, which can be changed later if needed. The option 1 requires more time for flush out, while option 2 requires less time but more cost with the air quality testing. The step 2 is specify low-emitting products and material, but project teams are not required to achieve EQ low-emitting material to meet the requirements for this credit. The step 3 is install finishes, furniture, and finishing. The steps 4 is clean buildings, use low-emitting clean product, and use vacuum cleaner with HEPA filtration. Also, we have to determine air testing location. The first principle is to test at least one location per ventilation system for all occupied space type. The project teams may sample identical spaces by testing 1 in 7, and for offices, retail, schools, hospitality, and multifamily residential project, test area has to be no longer than 5,000 square feet. For warehouses or large open spaces in other building types, a limit of 40,000 square feet may be used. As for performing the test, the measurement equipment must be positioned between 3 and 6 feet above the floor, and the test must be occurred during normally occupied hours. The gravimetric method may be used for the testing. The final prepared indoor air quality reporting has to include narrative describing procedure and how locations were determined, and the data and results for each testing.
For the required documentation, flush out report is required for option 1, path 1, and path 2, and the IEQ testing report is required for the option 2. Thank you so much for watching our video, and good luck with your GA exam.